All right, greetings, welcome, family. Queen here. And as promised, I have my sponsor and business partner, Mr. Sean Tillery, on with me. And I wanted to chat with him a little bit so that he can give us more insight as far as why this particular opportunity is different than what we may have seen out in the crypto space. So, Sean, if you would just share with people a little bit about your background and then why this particular opportunity, why Traj?
Well, perfect. Yeah. So my background is kind of lengthy. I'm getting up in age, but I've done a little bit of things here and there. I was in the U.S. Army, aviation, avionics, read blueprints, schematics, troubleshooting voltage drops, IC, chips in and or gates and stuff of that nature. And then I became a network engineer. Then I worked for a company as a satellite uplink engineer as well. But I love becoming an entrepreneur. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 21, and to the point where I became what you call psychologically unemployable. But I just love the opportunity or the ability to want to have that feeling of having financial freedom. That's what really, led me to this industry. And so over the years, not only was I just, starting off like everybody else, but I love this industry so much that I spent at least 5 to 6 years studying money. That finances is my thing, that's for sure. I put about 12,000 to $15,000 in just studying money, not in a sense of, from a common, not in a sense of what people for purpose of studying to understand stocks and bonds, but just to understand the system that we're born in, understanding the nuances. And it opened my eyes to a whole nother different level in my and it changed the way I thought about the system that I was, born into. And so my perspective on what this was like is similar to what I call, the matrix. You take the blue pill or the red pill. And I literally, those years of studying, I took the red pill and it changed my perspective. It had me look at things differently. And from
Mhm.
there, I never came back. But I also started my own network marketing company, and it was basically contingent upon education, the things that I've learned. And I spent about, almost 12 years, about $2.5 million designing my own software. And I never really came to fruition, but it's still there. It's working. It's functional. I don't think I have the time anymore to even think about it. But I've been in the space for 37 years, and I've got a job. I think another thing that helps me too is that I sat down with a lawyer by the name of Kevin L. Grimes, who was one of the great network marketing attorneys at the time, and he provided me so much information and insight as to what to look for. And those things have been nothing more than just beneficial for me to pick certain things and not be, overall convinced, not get so focused on jumping from opportunity to opportunity, but knowing what to look for. And sometimes you have a tendency to ignore the things that you should not ignore because you're interested in the opportunity more so the money aspect of it, and that can definitely sidetrack you. But as I began to get older, I stopped really dealing with the traditional businesses, all these things that are popping up. So I just really just stopped really getting involved with things, and I also was also focused on my own hedge fund that really was gonna, I was gonna walk away in the sunset until this opportunity trotch came along. Um, when I reviewed, well, the first webinar I went to, the two things that caught my attention is that they actually showed us the website where we can gather the company charter, which means the documentations that they are classified as a legitimate business. And I was like, okay, that's different. Never seen that before. Then they followed up by saying they've registered with the SEC. Now, I really have not seen that in
Mhm.
the 37 years that I've been in business. And I'm like, this guy's hit pushing on my buttons. I mean, making me feel like warm and fuzzy all over. And with that, I'm like, okay, well, when I went to the website and believe it or not, the message provided by the SEC doesn't give you a warm, comfortable feeling. It makes you feel, matter of fact, the opposite of what they're trying to say this company is about. It's a turnoff, to be quite honest. And if I wasn't the type of person who I was, knowing that the system is designed to send out mixed messages, just like they send just like people are trying to figure out how the wealthy get wealthy. Well, it's always right. The message is always there, right in front of your nose. I mean, it's right in front of your face, underneath your nose. And I knew what that was. I knew exactly what I said. Oh, this is how they placate people, like they always do. And people being very gullible and very not in tune with what's going on. And I think that those years of studying money opened my eyes to the games that are deployed to get people convinced and confused, especially with negativity. All it takes is one negative to wipe out 100% of positive. It's amazing how that works. But people fall into fall for that game every single time. But I'm not one to be fooled. So with that being said, I then began to look at the presentation of the compensation plan. Remember, I built my own accounting software, and I did that for a very long time. So I know numbers, not from a standpoint of adding, but knowing the intricate aspects of how it works to get there. And this is not too difficult to understand when you see that it's just an arbitrage-based trading platform that allows people just to make money off the efforts leveraging AI. So that part was pretty interesting. But the thing that caught me most was after doing a number of webinars for about a week or so, it became real crystal clear what this program was about. And I said, whoever put this program together took a lot of thought, and they made sure that overall it's simple to achieve the goals to whatever a person may want financially. I don't care if you are homeless and you start this program with $100, or if you're a billionaire, it will take you to whatever level you want to get to. This thing, I had to give it a name, and after about 5 weeks of being involved in this business, this thing is a global industry disruptor. It is not a game. This thing is powerful at so many levels. It's like it's nothing that you can really compare it to. There's nothing to compare this program with. Literally, it's just hands down just gonna just it's like putting a 1912 Model T or 1940 whatever 1912 Model T to a Bugatti, the black car today. Match him up and see who goes faster. There's no compare. I don't care what you're. I don't care if you are in the NFL. I don't care if you're a lawyer. I don't care if you're a millionaire. I don't care if you're a billionaire. It doesn't matter. This will out earn anything that you are doing at the present time, and that's a promise. I can tell you that right now.
Wow, that's pretty powerful. I wanted to do this as you were talking. I wanted to pull up this slide so that we could actually show the people. And then I know you're going to do a live withdrawal for us. So that's going to be exciting. But I wanted to show, can you see the slide, Sean?
Yes, I definitely can see the slide. Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's do this. I wanted to just so they can see a clear picture of what the different tiers are if they choose to become an investor. So folks, you can come in for a minimum of 100, and you see your monthly earnings there are 4% on 100, 8% per month on 200, 12% on 500, 20% on 1,000, 28% on 5,000, and then anything above 10,000, you're earning 36% per month. That is pretty phenomenal. And I'll tell you this, Sean, and I don't know if I've ever shared this with you, but the only reason I looked at this, the only reason, because I was done with crypto platforms. I was done, right? The only reason I looked was because of the SEC registration, right? Now, I know the SEC is not my friend at the end of the day. They're not our friends. They're there to make money, right? They are a company and they're there to make money. Now, granted, if a company registers with them, then that company has to abide by the rules and the regulations set forth up under whatever regulation that they apply for. And with Traj being under Regulation D, I said, wow, you know what? These folks are pretty intelligent, because most, if not all of the platforms that I've been in that have gone sideways, have gone belly up, have pulled the rug, they got hit with cease and desist for selling unregistered securities. Well, what is Regulation D? Regulation D is an exemption to sell unregistered securities.
That's
It's,
correct.
you're
Yeah.
getting a license to do something, right? And so that's what made me, really look at this, and really look at this really deeply to say, this is pretty different. And then as you talk about in your presentation, when you really study the verbiage and the language of how these people are talking, they're not talking about a regular little old MLM deal, right? They don't have that language. They do talk like a hedge fund. They do talk like a family office, something of that nature, but not a typical MLM.
That is correct. Yeah, they come, that my perspective, because I started putting it together, and that's why I viewed everything, all the different components, and they
Mm.
go, well, we're not necessarily, we're called a technology company. I'm like, oh, okay, we're a technology company, quote unquote. I'll go with it. I'll go
Right,
with it, right?
right,
So I changed my verbiage in the presentation to say we are a technology company taking advantage of AI, leveraging blockchain and exchanges and crypto. That's exactly what we're doing. I'm like, I got you. So
right.
I see clearly. Yeah, we know how to play the game, right? That's what we're gonna do.
Exactly. Well, Sean, you can go ahead if you'd like to share live withdrawal. I think everyone will be excited to see that, because that's one of the biggest questions folks have. Well, can we pull our money out? So
Yes.
I've made you a co-host, so you can go ahead and do whatever you need to do there.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show this to you guys. This is real time. And this is probably the only time I'll ever do this. So, because I don't want this to be a reason why you join something because of the money. But of course, I know it's about the money, but I don't want this to be a reason for of a thing of enticement. This is
Right.
nothing more just to show you how this thing works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. This is my Charge back office. Also, I'm going to show you my current wallet. So you see here, $7.44. What I'm going to do is, because the way Charge works is, you only can do one withdrawal. That's it, one withdrawal per day. So if you have $1 million, one withdrawal, boom, that's it, right? Now you guys notice how my screen is shaking like crazy. They got
Hmm.
some junk in the trunk in there. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely secure. I know with my experience. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my actual wallets. I'm gonna click on my dividend wallet. Okay. So I earned $210.58 today, right? I'm gonna click on withdrawal. I can actually enter the whole amount, the dollars and the cents. So I'm gonna select arbitrage because I'm gonna reinvest that money. 210.5888. And you have a actual 8-digit pin. Never give this out to anybody unless you love them, and particularly should be a spouse or someone that's significant, right? Someone you can trust. Okay, I just invested every last penny and I just compounded, right? This won't show up until the current time plus 1 day. It has to be approved by the company. I'm gonna show you what it looks like when it gets approved. So now I'm gonna go to my USDT wallet. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm sorry, I'm going to go to my arbitrage wallet. Okay. And I'm going to actually deposit about 200, let me see, 265. So you guys will see, right? Okay. So I'm going to do that. I only can do whole numbers. You can't do change. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to my wallet. You see there's a balance of 300. I'm going to do a withdrawal. Let me go to my wallet over here. I got Tron, grab my wallet address. I'm gonna come over here, withdraw, pop it in here. It's gonna take out so you see that you can do all the change, right? It's gonna take out a 3% fee, which is be $9 and some change. So you guys are costing me $9. I want my money back. No, I'm messing with you. Okay, I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna hit submit. Oops, what did I do wrong? No, I probably make sure I type the right thing in there. Try it again. Oops, let me see, error, system error, system error. I've seen that before. Okay, let's try to do, let's go here. Let's go this
Yeah,
way.
maybe that's it.
Maybe that's the reason why. There you go. That's why. Okay, all the change. You don't want, I can't take the change out, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna come over here. I'm gonna come to my wallet, close this. I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit this one time. Scan. See how long it takes for it to show up.
Typically
Just
under 5
congestion.
minutes. Yeah, under 5 minutes, it'll be confirmed on the blockchain, and then it will show.
We have congestion in the network. I see. All right, they got to help me get to it, but typically it's relatively fast.
Yeah, I mean, couple minutes, for it to confirm on the Tron blockchain. And don't worry, in the recording, I will blur out your wallet addresses and all of that. I'll blur that out.
Perfect.
when
Thank
we
you
make
so
this
much.
publish. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's going to get insane. We need
It's
to
going
look
to
at
get really, really insane.
that. Yeah,
I'm waiting for the Egypt trip. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to
that
be a
is right.
lot of fun. I
That
can't
is
wait.
right. Yeah,
And,
they're
and
gonna
did I
go
hear
ahead.
you mention last night that that people can go to the office in Panama?
Anytime they want to, unannounced. There it is. There you go.
You know what?
The money just showed up.
Oh, there it is. Boom. So there it is, folks. That's how quickly the withdrawal hits your wallet. And Sean was gracious enough to show us the entire process. So we appreciate that, Sean. I'm
You're
going to
welcome.
stop the recording here. If you all want to get going, just go to the link in the description, do your due diligence. There are videos that I have there that show you how to create your account, how to deposit, how to do all that good stuff. Okay. So let me stop the recording, and I appreciate you, Sean.
You're welcome.
All right, let's stop this here.